Hi, my name is Brandon Harris, and my presentation is about the effects that Aderrall has on people with ADHD. There's approximately 11% of the population each year, children and adults alike, that experience ADHD and are diagnosed as such. ADHD can be treated many different ways. There's many different therapies, but the most common therapy is prescription drugs. Now, prescription drugs are very effective, and there's several of them. However, the most commonly used is Aderrall, which is an amphetamine. No different than methamphetamine, except in a couple different ways. One, it has dextroamphetamine and levoamphetamine mixed together rather than the methamphetamine. But it's still just as powerful, just as addictive, and just as abused as methamphetamine is. However, if Aderrall is prescribed and used properly, it is a very effective method to control ADHD symptoms. The typical person with ADHD has basically an imbalance of chemicals in the brain. That would be chemicals such as serotonin, norepinephrine, and especially dopamine. So what the Aderrall does, it balances out these chemicals in such a way that allows the sufferer to actually keep focus. It slows down their thinking and allows them to pay attention and listen and stay focused on a specific subject. See, the problem with sufferers of ADHD is that their thought process is constantly moving. Unlike the normal that's able to focus on unlike a normal person that can focus on one subject at a time, they are usually focused on several different things at one time, making it very hard to concentrate and listen. So Aderrall helps to control this. Now, the problem that Aderrall has is that if it's not prescribed correctly, or if it's abused, it can cause really bad side effects. One being Aderrall psychosis. Now, Aderrall psychosis is a mental condition that simulates schizophrenic behavior, multi-personality behavior, and bipolar behavior. So it's not the actual person per se, but it's the actual drug that's causing the brain chemicals to come out of balance and cause them to go into a psychosis. They experience hallucinations, delusions, grandeur, paranoia, hear voices, and basically are not in the real world. And the scariest part is they don't know it. So if it's not treated and this condition persists, it could actually turn into a much worse mental condition or even lead to possible death. So I am actually a sufferer of ADHD. I've had it my entire life. I wasn't diagnosed until I was an adult in 2010. I have used several different medications, and one being Aderrall, and I experienced Aderrall psychosis, and that's why I chose this subject. It was unlike anything I can explain. I had no idea it was happening, and if it wasn't for friends and family telling me that something was wrong, I would have had no idea. Luckily, there is a cure for Aderrall psychosis, and through medication and through ceasing to take Aderrall, the person can actually recover and get back to normal quite quickly. Now, for my project, my rubric skills that I did use mainly was reading. I read a lot on the subject. I know a lot about the subject because I've actually experienced it, and I have ADHD myself. But I read a lot of medical articles and did a lot of research via the web. And that allowed me to get more of a better understanding about what it is, how it happens, and how to cure it. So, if anyone out there that's watching this thinks they might have ADHD, or does have it for that matter, maybe you've been through some of the same experiences, or maybe you're trying out new medication. One thing that I could suggest is to definitely try many medications to see what actually works for you, because not all of them work. And then just be aware about the effects of Aderrall and how it can lead to a psychosis. If it is prescribed correctly, like I said before, and used correctly, it helps symptoms greatly. It's very, very effective. Now, in my case, my doctor was prescribing me way too much. So I would suggest finding a doctor that you trust and making sure that you're following up with them on a consistent basis. And then also just checking in with friends and family to see how they think you're acting. Because, like I said, if it does happen, you won't know. So that's my presentation. If you have any questions, please post them. And thank you for watching.